Please meet Lori Johnson. 4.5 years ago, her two little boys, Nathaniel and Seth, were kidnapped by her ex-husband, Steve Wooten, who's now wanted by the FBI. But the plot thickens. She says he's part of a cult that is helping him hide her children. Sitting next to her is Melissa Ivy. Melissa says she spent most of her life living in this cult and finally got the courage to leave 6 months ago. Melissa, we'll talk to you in a moment, but Lori, let me start with you. Why were your kids taken by your husband, according to you?
I filed for divorce. I lived in the community for a couple of years. We had had marital difficulties.
When you say you lived in the community, you lived in this religious community?
This religious community,
okay.
Yes.
Your parents are part of this religious community?
And my sister.
And your sister?
Mm-hmm. They're here in your audience.
Your parents are here in the audience?
Yes.
Where would you... You're her mom? Do you mind standing up, please? And you're the dad? Yes, if you'd stand up, sir. Thanks for being with us. You hear your own daughter grieving, wanting to see her children, your grandchildren. Can you help her out and let her know where the children are?
Could I help her out?
So that she can find her sons?
These are choices that she made before. It's not something that I can do.
No, what I'm saying is if you know, if you can give her some information as to where she can find her children. She's making a choice now. She is saying, I want to see my kids. And this is...
We don't know where they are.
You have no idea who might know?
No, we have no idea.
Your son-in-law lived in the same community you did, right?
He did.
And you have no clue? In other words, there's no one around there? He didn't tell anyone where he might be going?
I have no idea whether he did or didn't. I have not had any contact with him.
Do you spend every waking hour worrying that your daughter may not get to see her children again? I mean, what efforts are you doing to help her, I guess is the answer, is the question.
I'm very confident that the children are well cared for, and I'm very confident that their father has as much right to them as she does, perhaps more.
So what I'm hearing from you is, I'm not sensing you're really on her side here. This is your flesh and blood, and even if she has a different religion than you do, let's say she just says, Mom, believe as you wish, I just happen to believe differently. I'd like to see the children that I gave birth to. There is nothing in your heart that would say, I'm going to help my daughter find her children. Regardless of whether or not, you may have the greatest son-in-law in the world. I'm not here to pass judgment on your son-in-law. But shouldn't she see her own children? Am I out of line to suggest that?
First of all, you've got to understand that when we joined the community, we made a choice. When we left Lori and her children and her husband, and we joined the community with the idea that we may never see them again, to follow our master, to follow in his footsteps.
Okay, but that's a choice that you made, and right. People make choices and then change their minds.
People make choices, but let's face it, and what we're up against and what we're talking about right now is in our society, people make choices, but they don't want to pay the consequences of those choices if they don't.
Excuse me, the consequences of my actions are to never see my children again?
How can you say that to your daughter? I mean, this is your daughter. I don't mean to be interfering here, but sir, I'm standing next to her.
You're not interfering. Let me say
this is your daughter. She is standing here on sitting here on national television in virtual tears saying, I want to see my children. Surely you have a heart.
Yes, I do have a heart. I have
Why not help
love for my daughter?
Why not let her see her children?
I have nothing to do with it.
Melissa, why did you want to be on the show?
I have been Lori's sons. I have gone through what her boys have gone through. I was not allowed to see my father, me or my sister, and he had visitation rights, and this same community that is hiding her boys hid me and my sister from seeing my father.
When did you start in this religious community?
When I was 7 years old.
And when did you get out?
6 months ago.
And you're how old?
19.
So you were in for 12 years. For 12 years you were in that community, and did you know Lori's
Yes,
kid?
I lived with them.
Oh, you lived with her sons?
I lived with them the night they were taken away.
Do you have any idea? Can you offer any help? Because you said you were hidden.
I've tried to help her. I've given her information, and I've done the best I can to help her out.
Are you scared now, Melissa?
Yes, they have brought friends of mine here.
Who are the friends?
They're right in the
Which
second and third row back, in the middle.
Right here?
Yeah, and there's two in front.
Well, what are you afraid? Excuse me. I'm sorry. Anyone you want to talk to? I mean,
I have grown up with these people all my life, and all I know is what they've taught me.
do you mind standing up? I mean, I don't want to be picking on anyone. She's just saying you're a friend. Why would? Can you think of any reason why she's nervous in front of you?
The only reason I could think that she would be nervous is because she's in a very uncomfortable place right now.
Which is what?
Which is, you know, having to be on national television and say all those things. But what she said, her remark was, she has friends here. And that's who we are. We're people who live together. We're each other's friends. We're not a danger.
If you're a friend, if you're a friend, friends can change their minds. I mean, I have lots of friends that don't believe exactly as I do, you know, in God, in a different way. You know, but I wouldn't say to anybody, excuse me, you're not practicing my religion, therefore I don't particularly care where your kids are. I'm not going to help you. I mean, wouldn't all of you just band together and say, by gosh, whatever the husband's name is,
Stephen.
Stephen, you make sure that mom gets to see her children.
Listen, my wife's children were taken from her, from the community, for 8 years, and her husband would not let her see her children. They were put in an orphanage.
Then surely she can relate to what I'm going through.
Yes, she can relate. I wish you would listen to her.
Then why don't you help her? You know where those boys are.
I have no idea where your boys are.
You can find out.
I have no idea where your boys are. Stephen Wooten took her sons because of a moral decision that he made. And I don't know where he is.
Excuse me, Jonathan? Stephen said, in court, he had no sustenance other than the community. He didn't even know how much money he made. He didn't have any birth records. He's got nothing. And they said, well, who's paying you? And he said, my friends, the community are. Where do you live? He gave your location. He's been seen in your company. And also, another young man was recently recovered in a community that you say was acting on its own in California.
And that you don't even know about. You don't put on the back of free papers so nobody will find them. And that's where you hide people, because that's where that child was found.
Where?
In California.
In California. There's one in Florida.
Been missing 2 years. He's now reunited with his mother in Canada. He was taken by a non-custodial parent and covered by all of you.
These are not true.
Yes, that's why you don't let people know where these places are, because you don't want people to be found. And that's what I was told. I know, because I have grown up here with you guys, and I know what you do.
They could tell you where these places are. They're very open. They want you to know what localities they are in, what states they're in. There's my sister right there.
Who's your sister?
Right there in the green.
Hi. Do you grieve for her? I mean, do you relate to her?
Yes, because my children have been taken from the community.
Your children have been taken from the community as well?
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't you helping me?
She thinks you're not helping.
I know. I've had conversations with her. I mean, I love her deeply. I don't know. I don't
Why
know.
do you align yourself with these people then who have taken Seth and
Because
Nathan?
it isn't these people. That's the thing that
Where
you
is he
haven't
living?
faced.
Where is he living?
I said I don't know.
He's with you. And as far
Somebody
as
find out
Jeannie
where they are.
Swanko said, as far as she knows, he hasn't left your group. That's a quote.
But I still don't know.
Well, somebody could get on the phone and find out.
Does he have a social security number?
Yes, he does.
What is it?
Geez, I don't have
that's
it right
right.
here.
That's a silly question. Why would you know that?
No, I do know. I mean, I didn't bring it with me. I didn't
We'll
memorize
put it on the
but-
air. We'll find him.
Okay.
I mean, he took your kids.
Oh, yeah. There's a federal arrest warrant issued.
Okay. When we come back, joining us now is Jean Swanko. She is a member and attorney for the Community of Believers. Eddie Wiseman is her husband and one of the leaders of this community. And sitting next to them is Rick Ross. He's a nationally recognized cult expert. Okay, first let me start with Eddie and Jean. You have heard backstage, these are pretty serious allegations that are being made. How do you respond to them?
Well, it's a lot to respond to in a little bit of time, but I guess really people make choices in their life, and then they are accountable for the choices that they make. A number of years ago, Laurie and her husband Steve came into the community. When Laurie did that, she wanted to do it with all of her heart.
Maybe she's changed her mind.
Right, she has changed her mind. I think it would be the truthful thing to say that she changed her mind. And there was nothing to keep her from leaving. She was free to go, which she did go. But what I see as the problem is she's changed her mind, but instead of saying that she's changed her mind and she no longer believes what she believes then, she tries to come against us as the community and her husband and say that what
Former husband, excuse me?
and her former husband, and what we believe is wrong.
Yeah, right now, I understand that, but right now it seems from the outside she simply wants to see her kids, and it's hard for those of us on the outside to believe that you couldn't be a little more help than you're being in finding out where he is.
I guess maybe she should have thought about what the harm that might come to her children would be before she totally abandoned them, left them for several months of activity, gave herself to total promiscuity.
Excuse me? It's Nathan and Seth who are missing here, and that's what this show is about, not about my personal life, unless you'd like me to get into yours.
It's fine by me. I have nothing to hide, but I also was told that we were going to be able to speak. But anyway, before she intentionally left the community and knowingly had oral sex with a man who had AIDS.
Wait.
Wow!
She knew had AIDS.
Who she knew had AIDS.
What I think you're seeing here, Jerry, is that whenever a member leaves a cult group, they are immediately ostracized, and they talk a lot about choices. Ms. Swanko is basically saying because she chose to leave the group, in her mind, she rejected God and rejected God's chosen people, which the group believed themselves to be.
I had oral sex with a man who had AIDS. I had no choice to leave the community. They expelled me from the community when I begged, crawling half naked, to stay with my children. I did not abandon my children. I wanted to stay with you, to see my children grow up after they had humiliated me and taken away everything of dignity I had. But you weren't there, Jeannie, so you don't know.
The issue is that here is a woman who has decided that she no longer is going to be a part of that community. For whatever the reasons. It's not our business what the reasons are. She is simply saying, I want to see my children. Not your children, her children.
That's right.
Her children. She wants to see her children. And it should have nothing to do whether or not she believes as you do. It should have nothing to do with whether or not she made a commitment back when. She's changed her mind. She doesn't believe as she did before. So why isn't there the help coming to find out where her kids are?
I don't have one thing to say about whether or not she sees her children. Her former husband does, though, the father of the boys.
Where is him? So she can, where is he? So she can talk to him.
I don't know where Steve Wooten is. I don't have a clue where Steve Wooten is.
You could get on the phone, though, and find out.
Could you find out? Are you willing to say under oath of God, the God you believe in, absolutely under fear, that there's no human way possible to help her find her husband?
Let me put it this way.
You can say that?
Let me put it this way. I know, it's my personal opinion, that I hope that the boys end up staying with their father.
But it's not your decision.
It's not your judgment. It's not your judgment to make.
You're not the judge.
I know. You asked me.
I asked you, will you help her?
No, I won't help her.
Jerry,
I will not help her. Absolutely not help her.
The issue here is that there was a problem between this woman and her ex-husband.
And obviously between you, Eddie, because you say it's between you two.
She made some choices in her life. She went out and lived the way that she wanted to live.
She's making a choice now. She wants to see her children.
She came back, and her husband did not believe that she was fit to be the children's mother because of the way she conducted herself.
Do I have custody of the children, Mr. Weissman?
He's the father.
She's the mother.
Okay, so the point I'm trying to make is that he made the decision. I did not make the decision. Nobody in the community made the decision for Steve Wooten to leave with his children.
Mr. Weissman,
he has no right to leave with his children. She has custody of the children.
She has custody of... Excuse me.
What about the civil authority
to those kids at all?
Of the court?
He did what he did.
He's got no rights.
He did what he did.
He broke the law.
he did what he did before there was ever any custody award given to her.
He didn't show up for the custody hearing.
Well, he did what he did.
You preach that all authority
there's a
is
moral
from God.
difference. There's a moral problem here. There's a moral disagreement. He believes she's not a fit mother.
The moral disagreement is the children are the father's. They have no rights to the mother. That's what you believe. That's the founding of your faith. That's how it is.
That's not true. That hasn't happened in every instance. There are children here. There are families here who have given up their children to people outside the community. We don't have any policy whatsoever to tell people what they're going to do with their children.
You preach that all authorities from God. Right now, the state has given Lori custody over her children. Now that's authority. And you preach all authorities from God and you obey it?
Fine. That's fine.
You don't obey it.
I don't know where Steve Wooten
Why is the group not complying with the legal orders of the court?
The group has no say-so over it. The group is not controlling Stephen Wooten.
Are you paying Stephen
We don't know where Stephen Wooten is.
Today,
and you can't find him.
You don't know.
I can't find him.
Tomorrow
I do not know where he
but
is.
today you don't.
You have alluded.
But you could help find him.
You've alluded to other custody
cases. I'll tell you what.
We're not law enforcement, Jerry.
Yes.
We're the church. We're not law enforcement.
But you also have a conscience, and this mother says, I want to see my children. She's not asking you to make the decision who should raise the children. The courts will decide that.
They already did.
No one's asking for more. All someone is saying is right now, a mother says, I want to see my children, which legally I have the right to do. Please, as a human being, help me. You may have the access to such information. And you have sat here, honestly, on national television, and you just said to me, you said to everybody, I'm not going to help her.
That's right.
And I got to say, what kind of a person is that? What kind of a God is that you're not going to help a mother find her children?
Because everybody in the audience doesn't know Lori like I know Lori. I know Lori.
You're not
I know
God. You're not to make that decision.
I'm not.
Just help another human being find her daughter. Okay, boys.
Look,
Ms. Swanko, you're an attorney. Why aren't you complying with the law? You know what the law is.
I am complying with the law. There's not one thing
Well,
I'm
then
doing
what about the child that was
law.
recovered by the Canadian Mounted Police in Santa Cruz when the group had denied that they knew where he was and he was recovered?
If I might remind you of your criminal record, which makes you a
Why do you lash out? Why do you lash out with something personal? She said something and you're talking about oral
Ms.
sex.
Swanko, you
he
will
said
not
something and
answer
you're talking about a
questions.
criminal record. Talk on the issue. Okay, this dad says that the community of believers has brainwashed his daughter and prevented him from seeing her. Well, guess what? When we come back, he will see her for the first time in 5 years. Okay, joining us now is Greg Ambus. Greg says that his daughter Alicia has been part of the community of believers for the past 2.5 years and that they've brainwashed her to keep them apart. He says he's furious and he wants her out of there. Why do you want your daughter out of the group?
Some very pointed reasons why this group is against Alicia's best interests. The leader of the group is known as Elbert Spriggs. He speaks directly to God is his claim, and God audibly speaks back. Okay? He then controls through the elders, Mr. Weissman here, and Ms. Swanko, two of the upper echelon cult leaders. We've been calling it a community all day. Let's call it what it is. It's a cult. The cult then controls all of the women in the community. They have to respect higher authority of the man's authority. The mother, Terry Calvert, currently can't stop abuses that go against my child. They hit them with...
What are these abuses?
Okay, they hit my child with a stick, a balloon rod that's dipped in some kind of solution to harden it. They've stopped hitting on the buttocks and hitting on the hand now so that they don't mark them as well because they know people are trying to watch closer. They manipulate for greed, power, and control of these people. And I have a real feeling for this because you're a father of a daughter that's a 15-year-old. I'm
17.
a father. There's many fathers in the audience. I want to see my daughter, and they are stopping me from seeing her because I'm upset with where she lives.
Well,
What about all the invitations you had to come see her? She's been pleading with you to come see her.
Well,
We've
I'll tell
told
you
to
what,
come see her.
we have her right now. Your daughter is here right now. You have not seen her, as I understand, in 5 years?
That's correct.
Okay, so please make welcome Greg's daughter, Alicia.
I was beaten from. I want to say that that's a lie, and it's obvious that I'm not beaten. My life is here, and I came here today in hopes that you could see my heart and that those are my friends. These are my friends. These are people that love me.
Eddie Weissman was accused of beating a child.
You wanted to hear from your daughter.
hours.
Hear from her.
7
Hear
hours.
from her, Greg.
7
Okay,
hours,
Alicia.
Mr. Weissman. With
Let
a
Alicia
stick,
talk.
you beat a
Okay.
Jerry,
child.
let Alicia
Yes,
talk.
I will. Alicia, what? Alicia, yeah, Alicia, why don't you have a seat and you
With
can
a
talk.
stick, Mr. Weissman. Maybe we should take that stick to you here
It's
today.
not true, Greg. That's not true. What you say is not true.
All right. Okay, sit down. Oh, what is this?
So you've been brainwashed
Greg, you got to
by
sit.
these
You have to
guys.
sit. Everyone sit. Please have a seat, Alicia, and you can talk, okay? All right? Now, one at a time, because nothing is heard back home on television. I swear, nothing is heard when more than one person talks at once. We brought Alicia out. Let Alicia talk.
Yes.
Okay, go
Please
ahead.
do.
I just said that.
Sorry, Greg.
Go ahead.
I'm really glad I could see you. But my heart. These are my friends. These are the people I love. That's my mother, and I've chosen to do this in my life because this is what I believe. This is a deep conviction in my heart. And I want to say that what you've heard from the Cult Awareness Group, from Lori, from people like that, I want to say that it's not true. I want to say that you've received lies and that I wish you could listen. You can come. Anybody can come and can see our life. Come.
Alicia, were you rehearsed to say any of these things?
No, I wasn't.
How did you know about the cult awareness, what you're talking about? It sounds like someone may have coached you in your presentation.
No,
Greg,
the only...
All right, yeah, okay. Let Alicia and Dad talk. All right.
For 5 years, they haven't let me see her.
They. Who's they?
Just hold on. I want to bring your mother. Your mother. I'm not a drunkard. I don't carouse around. There's no reason why I can't see you except that I'm upset. I want to bring you home and play tennis like we used to, go skiing, have fun, just for visiting. Why will they not allow you to visit? Because they believe I'm an agent of Satan. I am not an agent of Satan. I'm not.
Did someone tell you that? Did I tell you you're an agent of Satan?
There's documented
There's documents
cases.
that we said you were an agent of Satan?
There's
That's not
documentation that everyone that's visited the community, I've been there, I removed my daughter.
Would you go? I'm interrupting now. I know after I said I wouldn't. Would you go and visit him?
I don't want to because of the way, ever since I've been in the community, it's been so devastating to me because all I wanted to do was just tell him how thankful I was that I wasn't doing the things I was doing before. I was wild. I was heading down a wrong track. I was off. And I wanted to tell him that I found a life that I was happy that I had friends that loved me, that cared so much about me, that would lead me in the way of righteousness. And yes, he's my dad, and that's why I came here today, was to tell you that I love you and that I want you to see.
Then let your mother come home to have you visit with me.
I just want you to see that the choice I've made with my life is because of my deep conviction, and it's not anything against you. It's not that I don't love you that I don't want to come and see you. It's because that I do love my friends.
Why would you have to change your religion or your belief to see your
I don't have to
dad?
change my religion, but you don't understand. Every time he calls me, he feeds me these lies and lies that I'm beaten, that I'm telling you I'm not beaten. I'm telling you I'm loved. And you know
Doesn't
it.
your mother
and
hit you
know
with
it,
the stick?
Sarah. My
Doesn't
mother
your
does
mother
not
hit you with
hit
the
me with
stick?
this stick.
A balloon rod?
No, she does not.
That's a lie.
That is not a lie.
If you're in the community, you have to be hit with the stick if you're not doing what they want you to. Doesn't she hit you? Doesn't she discipline you with the stick?
Melissa,
She does not discipline me
Who
with the
disciplines you
stick.
then? Well, what does she discipline you with then?
Can I ask you something?
I lived there when they
Go
did
ahead.
it to her.
And this is, and your mom.
Watch them
Yes.
do it too.
I didn't watch.
And Dad is saying that you discipline your daughter with a stick.
She's 16, and she is a very well-behaved girl, and she doesn't need to be disciplined. She is a very mature young woman who behaves herself, and she doesn't need to be spanked.
When she...
So no, I haven't spanked her in a long time.
Can I ask my dad something?
Spanking, you know, spanking is a discipline that sometimes children need. And
With the stick.
Was it with a stick?
we don't spank with a stick.
What's it called?
It's a
We do
rod.
discipline our children, but we
Do you
don't.
not believe in the Proverbs? Can I ask, do you believe in the Proverbs? Do you believe that fathers, that
She's admitting
Yahweh
that
said,
the rod.
that Yahweh said to raise up children in the way they should go, to discipline them in righteousness? If anybody believes in the Proverbs, if anybody believes in the Word of God, they'll believe that children need discipline.
And
But
so
we
you-
don't beat our children. I'm thankful that children in our community are thankful that their parents love them enough that they won't just let them talk back and be disrespectful, little arrogant children.
When Greg leaves here today, it'll not be with his daughter. What will happen to them from this day on? We're going to find out when we come back.
This question is directed to Lori. I just wanted to know, how old are your children, Seth and Nathan, and have they made any effort to get out of this community?
No, they haven't. They are, how could I say, well, as you can see by the example of Alicia down here, why they wouldn't, their mindset. I'm not sure what they've been told about me, whether I'm alive or dead. It could be anything that they're being told about me. They are now, Seth is 10 and Nathan is 14. It's been about 4.5 years.
Well, this is a question for Lori's sister. Why doesn't she try to help her sister? Because I believe that she knows where her kids are at. Just put the car to the side and help her, because, you know, she is family and blood is thicker than water.
You understand how it's so hard for the rest of us to see a blood sister here, not doing everything in her power to help her sister find her own children. I mean, if there can't be loyalty in that, then what is important to you in life? If you can't do that, disagree on anything else, but to let a mother see her own children, you having gone through the same thing, wouldn't you just say, I don't care about anything else, strike me down dead, but I'm going to have my sister have her children? You say no.
No, because that is the question that someone had asked. Someone had asked about what is so great about what we're doing that we would want to give everything.
It's her children.
I know, but I gave everything to my master. I don't have.
You fought to get your children back.
I fought according to the law. In the law, my children. What has been written in the court law about why my children were taken from me was because I was an unfit mother.
The law says she's supposed to have the children right now. The court order says she's supposed to have them. You won't help your own sister?
I didn't even do anything. And I was still declared an unfit mother.
But, Jerry, the members of the group are in submission to the leaders. If Stephen is still a member and he's in submission to the elders and they want to comply with the law, why won't they tell him, comply with the law? As a member still in good standing of the community, Stephen is in submission to them. Why doesn't the leadership compel him to obey the law?
Ross's theory. It's his theory of any code.
According to the New Testament, Jesus said to obey civil authority. Paul said to obey civil authority. As a Bible-believing Christian that you claim to be, why is the group not causing Stephen to follow the New Testament and obey civil authority and allow Lori to have her children back? I mean, who is your master? Is your master the Bible and God, or is your master Elbert Spriggs, the leader of your group?
According to the Word of God.
Okay.
According to the Bible, she's condemned for what she did.
Excuse me, Eddie. We're not talking about my adultery. We're not talking about fornication. We're talking about Seth and Nathan, who've been missing for 4.5 years.
Okay.
We're talking about. That's what the show is about.
We were invited on. Every right
yeah,
to stand
I invited you.
Conviction.
Little did you know.
Jerry,
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Monday. This mother is fighting to keep her daughter alive. She's 21, weighs less than 70 pounds, and is on the verge of death. Anorexics who are dying to be thin. Monday on Springer.
Okay. Now I'd like you to meet Sandra Kahn. She is a psychotherapist who helps families deal with separation and loss. And Sandra, we've just been listening to a dad who fears that he's losing his daughter. We've been talking to a mom who wants to find her children. And we are talking to members of this religious community. And they are obviously, to the point of tears, very sincere about their beliefs. Where's resolution here? You know, on the one hand, we say, believe what you will in our country. And on the other hand, we say, you know, you can believe what you want, but you can't mess with the kids. You know, that's abuse. How do you deal with it?
Well, when we talk about resolution in this situation, when we're dealing with groups, whatever the group may be, that in fact has a sense of power in terms of the way parents have power. You see, our parents, when we're growing up, Jerry, they have the power over us to define the truth. If our parents tell us there's a tooth fairy, I mean, we believe there's a tooth fairy.
That's right.
And when we talk about people who join a group and in essence give up their worldly goods, give up their selves to the group becomes a parent, a big parent. And they listen to the parent and they believe the parent. Now, that's an individual's choice to do that. As adults, we can make that kind of choice. I think the real issue here involves the children and involves the pain of the parents being deprived of their children. Jerry, in my 19 years of doing therapy, I have seen a lot of pathology and problems come through my door. And I can tell you this, the one problem that there is not a resolution for is the loss of a child. It is the most painful issue a person deals with in life. Losing your child through death, through abduction. It's not natural. It's natural that we lose in the course of life. We lose our parents first, but we don't lose our children first. So we're dealing with the most painful issue parents can deal with.
You need a mic. You need a mic. You need a mic.
Who are you to decide whether this woman can see her children or not? You all know I can look at every one of your faces and I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your eyes that you know where them little boys are. And nobody is saying a word. Talk about conspiracy. You are the biggest conspirators I've ever seen.
The only reason that you would say anything like that is because you don't know anything about trust. We are all about trust. We're all about love. We're all about love.
Okay, let me get her and then you can answer.
This whole thing, this is absolutely asinine. I'm sick of hearing about this love, the choices, you're from your heart. I don't care. You guys are breaking the law. It is against the law. Aiding and abetting a criminal is against the law. Bottom of the line. And you, in the purple, it is amazing to me that somebody with glasses as thick as yours is so blind. How can you be sitting there in this chair? You're turning to the guy next to you saying that he has no respect. Respect is not given until it's gotten. You have to give this woman who is... Her kids are gone. You know where they are.
I don't know where they are.
I
mean, don't know
you
where
gotta
her
sit
kids
down.
are.
I can't take this any longer. Let's let them prove it on national TV that they will comply with the law. Here's an order for Mrs. Calvert that's been put in an Illinois court that is asking her to comply with the New Mexico order.
Came to see us and allowed her
Wait, you need a mic. Hold it. I realize we both need a mic.
Has been served to me. A lawyer came to investigate our community.
Sent by the court.
And sent by the court. A lawyer came to investigate our community. Met him, met me, met our community, allowed her to stay because she saw it was in the best interest of Alicia to stay.
Okay. My response is this is a valid Illinois court order, and much as the Red Cross was given the whitewash inspection tour before they toured the Nazi camps, and a month later the Jews were slaughtered. Here's your valid court order.
Why don't you give it to Alicia?
No, you're the mother. You're the mother.
I'll take
it's
it.
not her choice. It's a valid order. Will you comply?
All right.
I have every confidence that my daughter, this is her choice that she's made. And this
You're
court
not answering
order.
it.
Well, I've got this court order. Okay. You give me this court order.
Jerry, I take her today with me.
It's not a court
I
order.
take her today with me.
I don't know what it is.
We're not going to settle that issue on a talk show. We're going to take a...
I have every confidence that my daughter will make a choice according to what she believes.
Okay, is this a court... What are you saying? That this court order was just as you're saying that she should come with you?
She needs to come with me and visit for 10 days.
For 10 days.
Where I want to go.
He
Not her choice, my
choice. He has threatened many times that if he takes her for 10 days, that he'll keep her away from me.
Doesn't have to be court
That's
to serve
the thing.
a paper.
The reason why she doesn't want to go with him is
because
the reason why she doesn't want to go with him is because he threatens over the phone that when he does take her, that he won't let her come back.
Okay, you're saying you're going to take her for 10 days now and then you bring her back?
I'll comply with it. The judge's order asks for 10 days visitation with me, and then to New Mexico for psychological evaluation.
Okay,
He brought everything
we're
out
going
in
to take a
court
break.
of,
We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. We're not playing judge here because we're not. This is a talk show, not a court of law. But are you going with him now with that court order?
I don't want to.
She's very confused, Jerry. She's
I'm not confused.
Forget the beatings and the lies and the stories that you've
You
heard
can't
and
just
everything.
forget what's deep in
you
your
love
heart and
your
what's
daddy.
hurt.
But you love your daddy.
I love him.
He's your daddy.
Yes.
Come
Do you
home,
want to
then.
be with him? Do you want to see
Come
him?
and
I am
visit.
home.
Do you miss him?
She is home,
Yes.
not visiting. What does that mean? She's a walking contradiction. My own daughter has been brainwashed against me.
Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. I want to take this opportunity to thank all our guests for being with us. Obviously, major disagreements in terms of lifestyle, beliefs, etc. But on behalf of at least most of us, we certainly hope that the children are found. And during the course of the show, we've been running a picture on the screen of the children. So if you have any information, to at least let the mom, however the children are raised, at least let the mom see her children. We hope you make that call and the kids are found. You know, if you take your kid to church every Sunday, enroll them in a religious school, have prayer sessions around the dinner table every night, surely no one would suggest this is abuse. On the contrary, you'd probably be respected for teaching your child values and giving him a strong religious background. And yet what we've heard here today, spiriting children away, keeping them hidden from parents, separated from society, hitting them as a means of discipline, we all get a little bit nervous. Indeed, where is the line where we cross over from the valued principle of religious freedom to the dangerous abuse of cult worship? Admittedly, the line is often not clear, but it should be when it comes to kids. As an adult, you may believe as you wish, and as long as you're not hurting anybody else, you may practice as you wish. But to impose on a child restrictions that deny even the most basic of freedoms, including the seeing of his parents before he's an adult and therefore in a position to make his own choice about how he wants to live and what he wants to believe, is more abusive than godly. It's absurd to argue a cult's rights under the Freedom of Religion Clause of the First Amendment when a child of the cult is being denied his right to believe or practice anything other than what is dictated by the group. Grown-ups can make their own choices, but leave the children alone. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.